I want my next door neighbor's dog to stop pooping on my lawn. Hi, I'm Matt from Toby Tarot. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Okay, so this is a question I get a lot, especially when I talk to people who don't really know about tarot and that sort of thing. Can tarot be used for evil purposes? Can you use them in black magic, dark work, dark magic, dark spells? I think it's called the left-hand path. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can tarot be used for evil? Now, I know in the movies tarot cards are never sort of used for good. It's always the magician, it's always the evil witch, the baddie who uses a Ouija board or the tarot cards or whatever. And of course that's Hollywood. That's just Hollywood. It would be really boring if we had the hero or the heroine of the story in bright sunlight reading tarot cards. It's not how Hollywood works. But you know what? I get quite upset when I hear people saying words like evil and words like darkness and words like black magic, and associating that with tarot. I get a bit upset when people start saying to me, can it be used for like black magic or dark magic? First of all, let's get one thing straight. Tarot reading and magic are two completely different things, okay? I know people, witches, who do magic. They don't own a set of tarot cards. Some of them don't even know how to read tarot. They don't use it, okay? So there's this misconception that every witch owns a tarot deck and they do tarot reading. No, that's not true. So first of all, let's get one thing straight. Tarot and witchcraft are completely separate entities. Often they do meet, but they don't have to, okay? Secondly, you can use anything for evil. You don't only have to use tarot cards for evil. You can use anything for evil. What it does boil down to is your intent. Now, we hear this all the time. In magic, intent is everything. What do you intend your spell to do? What do you intend the energy to do? What is your end goal? What do you intend to achieve? That is what you focus on. That's the energy that you focus. So if I want my next door neighbor, I want my next door neighbor's dog to stop pooping on my lawn, I could do a really hectic binding spell on that poor little cocker spaniel, and I can direct all that energy, okay, all that a lot of negative energy towards that dog, okay, to bind it, to stop it from coming and pooping on my lawn, okay. I can bind that dog, and what is the end result? Maybe the dog gets knocked over by a bus, okay. There, I think I've used that binding spell in a really wicked way, because really, just go to your neighbor and say, dude, pick up your dog shit, okay? But I can also use a binding spell to help someone. Picking on your best friend, okay? Bullying them, all right? You could do a binding spell on that bully that will just generally make their life, every time they pick on somebody or pick on your friend, something bad happens to them almost immediately, kind of like instant karma. That would be more of a binding spell that is helping someone, okay? A binding spell to stop someone from doing something wicked. My intent in the spell, the technique is exactly the same. I'm using a binding spell, but my intent is completely different, all right? So it's your intent. Don't say to me, can I use the death card to kill someone with? You can if the death card is engraved on a large slab of concrete and you hit them on the head with it. But probably not. You probably can't use the death card to kill someone. What is your intention? What is the energy that you're putting out into? What is the energy that you're putting out into the universe? What do you want to happen? Are you thinking negative thoughts? Are you creating the black magic, the darkness? Are you encouraging the darkness to come into your life and into your soul so that you can project that? Is that what you're doing? You have a choice, you can do that. Or you can choose to use those cards or use that death card in the way it is meant to be used, as a guide to show someone that everything that ends brings on something new. Okay? That's the usual meaning of that death card. We're not now going to suddenly say, well, this is the death card, now I'm going to make that person die. Keep pulling the death card and I have this evil intent. It's not the death card that's going to project your evil intent. It's you. You are projecting that darkness, okay, from your soul. And that is what's creating problems for the person that you want to create problems for. So the short answer to the question, getting back to the original question, the short answer to the question of can tarot be used for evil is no. No, it can't, unless you are evil and you have this darkness that you are following, or the path of darkness, the inviting in of darkness and wickedness and negativity into your life. If you're happy to work with those energies and those elements, then you could use anything for evil. And let's use the word evil. Like I don't want to keep doing this. You could use these beads, okay? These Shiva beads. You could use these for evil, all right? What you could do is put all your evil energy into them and then hand them on to someone who will then wear them or use them in their prayers, and they're imbued with your wicked, dark, evil energy, okay? But you can also imbue these with light and love and positivity. And when they wear it or when they use these in their prayers, it just adds to their light, their radiance. So you can use anything for evil. It doesn't have to be tarot cards. I believe that you can use any inanimate object and imbue it with whatever energy you want to. As I said to you, you can use a binding spell for good or for bad, okay? For positive reasons or for negative reasons. It just depends on you, I found out a little while ago that there's such a thing called a grey witch, which I think is fantastic. A grey witch will use dark elements as well as light elements and sometimes combine them. And I think that's an awesome way of working with energy. There is no such thing as black and white. There's always a grey. And I think that's where we should try and live our lives, is in the grey areas, okay? Because it's probably the safest. No, you can't use tarot cards to curse someone unless you have unless you have imbued those cards with your wickedness, with your evil intent or your dark intent. Does that make sense to you? Kind of makes sense to me. Okay, that's it from me today. I am Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.